Now, we all love watching TV shows and movies, but as a consumer, I'm not the biggest fan of watching commercials, and I'm assuming most of you out there probably aren't either. So now with streaming content, we can't so much skip the commercials, but what if you had the ability to instantly shut that commercial off? Would you do it if it meant reprogramming your brain?
Tripping out 'cause I shut the lights out.
So good. What's up, everybody? My name's Jason from EO7 Media, and today I'm bringing to you something that I found really interesting. So I was browsing around on Reddit and I found this. This is an actual patent that Sony owns for let's just call it what it is. It's a brainwashing tool. So let's take a look at this patent and show you exactly how this is intended to work. Here we have Jim sitting watching his favorite action show with a bullet that freezes in the air, and he's super excited about it. But before that bullet could move even closer, it cuts to a commercial, and the commercial tells you, hey, say McDonald's to end this commercial. Well, Jim does what any good nature show watcher does, is immediately stand up, make himself big, and do his best impersonation of a bear at the TV and yells, McDonald's! He immediately sits back down in a very calm and zen posture to return to his show.
In a catastrophic emergency, you're taking giant panic breaths. Suddenly you become euphoric, docile. You accept your fate. Emergency water landing 600 miles an hour. Blank faces, calm as Hindu cows.
Ugh, this is like Christmas morning at the Kardashians. There's quite a bit to unwrap here. Now, we all love watching TV shows and movies, and a lot of the times these streaming platforms are free to use, but they have ads in them. And that's okay, because we understand that ads pay for the service that we are enjoying. Heck, I run my business on helping businesses and other brands create these ads so they can show them to the world. But as a consumer of pop culture, I'm not the biggest fan of watching commercials, and I'm assuming most of you out there probably aren't either. So much so, that's why TiVo was invented, so we could skip the commercials. So now with streaming content, we can't so much skip the commercials. They're in shorter chunks, and sometimes they're targeted toward things you actually want, which is a little creepy all on its own. Would you want the possibility to skip past all this content just by saying a single word? However, by doing this, you are literally reprogramming the viewer into acknowledging that brand and associating with it in a positive light. Basically, what you're doing is you're giving your brain a little endorphin by skipping past the content you don't want to watch to get back to the content you do, and you are verbalizing the name of the brand, therefore reprogramming your brain to associate that endorphin with the excitement of moving on to the exciting part with the name of the brand. So you're literally programming the brain of your audience to associate your brand with happiness. Now, from a big business standpoint, I bet this sounds amazing. I bet people are jumping out of their seats thinking this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. However, this has a lot of negative connotations to it. I mean, let's face it, this is basically a plot line from Black Mirror. Nerd note, if you haven't seen Black Mirror, please go watch Black Mirror. It's an excellent show, wonderful production values, amazing acting, amazing direction, amazing everything. But it's also a very telling sense of where we are going as a human race, and it's terrifying. Now, just to be on the level, I did do a little bit of digging, and I found the source of the patent, which you can find in a link below in the video, and you can go into it and find really cool, creative content stuff about what's coming next with interactivity. It's also kind of scary in its own right. Now, granted, every new medium is exciting for us tech people, but there's also the possibility of how it can be used against us at the same time. Now, I'm not trying to go down a rabbit hole of conspiracy theories or anything like that. And what this all boils down to is, how are you going to associate this with your own branding, with your own marketing? Do you want to be on the level with your clientele about how you are marketing to them? Or do you want to rely on more tactics of marketing advertising? Granted, all advertising is using proven techniques over time. If you guys would be interested, I would love to make a video about the 20 most common used techniques and theories of advertising. Let me know down in the comments below if you want me to make that video. Some of the things that are most used are things like the golden ratio, repetition, sex sells, that's a real thing, symbolism, association. You have all these concepts that have been driven and used since the dawn of advertising, that work. This new Sony invention is just using these same things in a somewhat kind of feeling misleading way. At least that's my opinion. What's your opinion? What do you think about this? Let me know down in the comments. I genuinely want to know. And every comment that I do receive, I will respond to. Do you think this is a good move for the future for marketing, or do you think this is a negative, or you don't care? Let me know, and make sure you like and subscribe, because this year we have so much content coming your way. I don't want you to miss it. I want your brand to flourish. Guys, I hope you're having an amazing day. Be better and do something awesome today. Bam.